we just had our first breakfast in the room. Everything was brought up and set up very nicely. So we're ready to explore the city. There's already something going on just down the street. There's been music for like an hour and the roundabout is blocked off. So gonna go check that out. First section of city exploration. We came across a little party in the streets because yesterday was the Independence Day of Tajikistan, so they're playing loud music and children dancing in the street. It's quite nice. We walked down the main road, Dushanbe, and behind us is the statue of Hissar Fortress. He was the first Persian king according to a tour guide. And that's it so far. Now we know what's behind the melon pyramids. Apparently they have a National Melon Day which took place about 3 days ago. So they have pyramids all over the city it seems. And there's some more coming. From the statue we continued our journey on across a nice park with plenty of fountains in it, and then we passed by very interesting looking amusement park and then we went to what they call the bigger tea house. The local name is Nauruz, and it's used as a state reception hall and wedding halls, and we got a little tour through the different halls and they were just gorgeous. Everything carved from wood and gold plated and stonework, and it's just beautiful. If you come you have to see that. Now we're taking a little break in an Irish pub.
ناگهان زاغی سیاه با خبری شما آمد یاری یاری شبی تویت چشم گریان بودم ناگهان زاغی سیاه با خبری شما آمد یاری یاری شبی تویت چشم گریان بودم
Last part of our trip, we wanted to do a little bit of shopping, and then we were looking for two national dresses. They're called Chakan, the two pieces, and the Atlas. They're so beautiful. And we went to a local mall where you can actually find everything. And a good tip is you can find anything you want, and they will tailor it for you within 2 hours. And it's so affordable.
Except that they have kid size, so we
they
don't have time.
They don't have kid size, but they will do it for you.
Well, unfortunately we didn't find a dress for her because she's too freaking tiny. We went to the actual bazaar from there, the proper bazaar of the town, and they were selling a lot of fresh produce and vegetables left and right. A little bit of raw meat too, not so appetizing.
Amazing dairy products. Yogurt.
Dairy products were good. We didn't get sick of it, surprisingly. After that we went to a local restaurant and we tried the national dish, which is called kuturuk, which is in a bowl, bread at the bottom, then they put yogurt and water on top, and then onions, and then tomatoes and greenery, as they call it here. It was very, very tasty. After that we went to a church. It was nice, but I don't think it was very ancient. And from there went back to the hotel, to the main square where they were having a concert going on and coming fountains. And now we're celebrating. Yes, it's actually the National Day. That's why they had the celebrations at the main square. And now we're at the rooftop bar on top of the highest building in all of Dushanbe, and it's Twin Towers, and they're nice turquoise color. We are at Hissar Fort, or Castle, Fortress. It's right behind us. The tour guide is making funny faces behind Florian. Next to the ancient site there's actually a little bit of a wedding party going on, so hope we're not crashing the party.
نادام بودم از پسد شام و سحر گردی تو سرسام بودم.
Went through a really long and tight tunnel, like I'm not even joking, so it's like around 10 kilometers I'd say, and there was absolutely no light in there, and every time when we saw it I was like, oh my god, finally we're seeing the end at the light, like the light at the end of the tunnel. No, it's just another car coming by, passing us by like an inch, and we're gonna have to go back.
ناگهان زاغی سیاه با خبر شوم آمد یار یاری شبی تویت چشم گریان بودم.
But after 3 hours of drive to get here and fearing for our lives on multiple occasions and almost having a car crash with a cow, and I think we actually hit the cow in the head, we arrived here and it's stunning, it's beautiful. The lake behind you is just like an amazing blue color, and then the river flows down the entire valley. It's just has mountains, and then we went to see a nice waterfall down that way. It took about 20 minutes walking there. We thought we were lost, but we actually found it. With sort of like a weird viewing construction. We didn't quite trust that much, but still worth going there. And now we're heading back for our last meal, which is hopefully not literally our last meal. After visiting the beautiful lake up in the mountains, which is called Iskanderkul, named after Alexander the Great, we had a long drive back to the city, which was luckily not as dangerous as the drive there, because after our driver hit the bottom of his car a few times, he actually reconsidered his driving style and got us back a bit more safely. However, upon entering the city, we got into 2 police stops, and our driver had to bribe the police twice in order to let us through, and then we tried to go for dinner, but unfortunately everything is pretty much closed, so we ended up getting fast food takeout and ate it in the park, and I think right now we're sitting at the very last open spot in the city. Tomorrow is a national holiday, so everything is closing earlier. Another 2-3 hours to go till we have to head to the airport, and that was Tajikistan.